His 2003 Chevy S10. It's a beautiful blown orange S10 alcohol dragster pickup, where he got pretty squirrely on the track and went across a couple lanes and backwards into the grass, did some loops and not rollovers, but just some spins. And so an update from Craig is that what happened to his truck was that he blew a blower belt and it got into his blower and messed up his throttle body and stuck his throttle wide open. So despite pounding on his brakes until he bent the lever, he couldn't stop the truck and he couldn't shut down the throttle. Ultimately, it ran out of energy and he turned it off and everybody was safe. But that's the short version of why Craig was out of control. And it looked like it might have been driver error, but that was not the case. It was a mechanical fracture where he got spinning his tires and then couldn't slow his truck down and did some shenanigans at full throttle, which left everybody a little bit shaken up. So Craig is fine. His truck is ultimately going to be fine, and we're very thankful for that. And he crossed the line doing 95.94 miles per hour. So John Cron in the 64 Chevy is dialed in at 7.85. Looks like John got an excellent time. So John Cron's reaction time was 0.59. You don't win, you're gone. Well, don't say break it to a racer. They don't want to hear about breaking stuff. So the Dirksen Trucking Lane is Anthony Elias and his 67 Chevy Camaro. And vehicle number 32 but I believe he got in Ontario somewhere and brought it home and did a prestigious amount of work to it. Our dial-ins here are 7.21. So we've got J.C. Peters coming up in the Triple E lane. He's got a 47 coupe. He calls it the variant. And his opponent in the Dirksen Trucking Lane, which is truck number, give me a second, 9. is John Bolton, standing on a 2005 Chevy Canyon. John is dialed in at 7.25 and J.C. Peters at 7.34. So they're expecting to cross the line within 900ths of a second of each other. So that's what will stagger the lights. The lights will be staggered by that amount of time. Setting them up control. That timing was going to be, and he left a little too quick. He is red lighted, and that is the second. Have a bye. So car number 45 is Clint Smith from Stanford, driving a 69 Chevelle with a 383, which is a stroke small block. It's a 350 originally. It's got a turbo 350 automatic, and I don't think there's anything he can do wrong here to lose this race. Even if he red lights, he's still going to win. Still goes hard despite having no competition. He's just trying his car and checking his reflexes and making sure that he's got all his stats down pat. Fuchs of St. Malo and his beautiful 69 Dodge Coronet 440. We'll be racing Matt Peters from Alpona in his 04 Ford Mustang. And the results? Pat had a reaction time of 0.68 and a elapsed time. It took him 7.09 seconds to get down the track, 96 miles per hour.
I know that from YouTube.
Dan Dick from Stanley in his 11 Camaro. Camaro's got a 6.2. 496. Camaro should have left 0.3 of a second sooner, but he was a little slow. And he had a breakout. Peters. And this lane, the announcing booth lane, is Jonah Taves, number 26, driving an 1980 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. So the Trans Am will leave 0.7 of a second quicker. Had some issues with shifting or bogging off the line. The win goes to Jonah Taves. 7.9 seconds, 86 miles an hour. It's Adam Peters from Winter. The Mustang is a 1979 model. So Adam's running a 460 automatic. This ET is pretty much 7 seconds flat, 7.006.
I guess I'm trying.
So the 61 snowmobile is Kieran Lowen from Winnipeg with an 01 Polaris. The pickup truck, number 13, is Ricky Fair from Altona. The truck's a 1990 F-150. That's a good foot race, boys and girls. Kieran takes the win. The reaction times were is Adam Stoltz from Winnipeg with a 6-liter in his Camaro, and his competition is number 57. An 82 Mustang, a little bit of a classic race out here, Chevy Ford. So the Mustang's going to leave almost 9/10 of a second quicker because his dial is almost a second slower than the Camaro. So watch for him to go first. Pre-stage, light is on, staging light is on. You got away a good time. It's a foot race. The win goes to the right lane. Jake Reimer, 7 point. So Robert Lowen rolling up. Robert is driving a 98 Polaris. Number 49 is Gary Brewer from Bagot. 89 Ford Mustang. Excellent reaction time on the grandstand side, 0.53, and his ET is 6.7, running 98.57. Yes. the right lane. He's running against car number 55, Frank Lowen from Lumcooley. Frank's
A and D class. I'll repeat that. A and D class. Please line up immediately. A and D class.
Frank Fair from Altona driving the red number 12 Chevy pickup. It's an 88 Silverado. Running against Kevin Brown from Winkler, which is the 2010 Dodge Challenger. Pickup truck will leave first when the lights go. Challenger catch him? Or no? Challenger will not catch him. Frank Fair goes 6.68 seconds at 102 miles an hour. The losing time was 6.02 at 114. So you can see that the measure of the wind is not necessarily the miles per hour, and the reason for that is that depending on how long a driver stays on the gas at the end or how hard he's pushing his vehicle at the end, top speed is measured over a certain distance, and so he may be going faster at that point than his opponent, even though his opponent crossed the line first. Here we've got number 54, which is a 66 Acadian. Dialed in at 6.4. Car number 62 is Ben Fair from Winkler in the 95 Chevy Camaro. He's dialed in at 6.2. Camaro leaves 0.2 quicker. Safety first as the track officials and personnel just check to see what it was that dripped out of the last car to make sure there's no issue with the next guy losing traction on account of whatever oil or lubricant is on the track. Just doing a good job of mopping up so the next. Car number 45 in the Triple E lane. It's Cliff Smith from Stanford driving a 69. And the Dirksen trucking lane is Brandon Penner from Darlingford. That's a model 2010 Camaro. It says here the car's got a V6. Sometimes I'm skeptical when I hear that, but let's see what the results look like. It could be the world's fastest V6, you never know. He took the win. Maybe it's only a 4-cylinder. So he wins a 7.3 seconds in his elapsed time. His speed was 88 miles per hour. Clint Smith in the right lane is on the trailer. Or maybe in the trailer. Car number 15 is John Carl from Winkler. In his 54 Impala, which is a car that he's owned since he was a kid, 45 years or so. John left a whole light too soon. John left way too soon. He's red lighted. He's done and out of here. Very good reaction time. I think the second fastest of the day. We had a 0.508 this morning. Carl Dirksen in his 66 Cyclone. This is a vintage race right here. Running against Clint Dirksen in his 57 Chevy Bel Air. Clint's from Altona. Chevy versus Ford again here. Oh, that's a good race. Kids, I think that looks like it's the right lane. You bet. Carl Dirksen takes it in the right lane at car number 56. A small block 2-speed, and the Volvo, car number 51. It's Henry Reimer from Plumas. The Volvo wagon is a 1978 model.
That Volvo.
Guys are dialed in pretty quick as well, pretty close as well. The little red car is going to leave first. No, wrong. The Volvo wagon will run first. So the Volvo wagon goes a little too quick. Again, maybe the track conditions are improving. So Henry Reimer in the wagon was dialed in at 5.9. Oh, sorry, give me a second. He was dialed in at 5.97, and he ran a 5.94. So 0.03 of a second. The win went to Henry. He ran a 5.8 at 116. So here we have car number 48, which is Maury Peters in a 71 Cuda. Running against Lacey Stefanis. Lacey's from Winnipeg. She drives a 70.5 Ford Falcon. Big block 2-speed. The 71 Cuda is a 598 cubic inch displacement and has a 3. I may have the, no, that was the right information, number 48. So 2 seconds. Wind goes to Lacey, 5.7 at 114 miles per hour. They were only point. Oh, that's an interesting race right there. Sure.
Here we go, the mini dragster coming right up. It's Kennedy Leckman from Winkler. Junior dragster running on alcohol. Dad's helping her line up. She had a fantastic reaction time the last time. Almost the best reaction time of the day. And a speed of 49.83 miles an hour, an ET of 12.498. Dason Woke, LaSalle, 2022 Hyundai. Number 14, Eldon Voth from Reinfeldt, 84 Chev, or 84 Ford, pardon me, 94 Ford. Street legal with a nitrous kit. And Eldon Voth has a win there. Speed of 72.25 and an ET of 9.204. Pat Fuchs coming up, and he's in the lane nearest to the sound booth. He's posted a time of 7 seconds. He's up against the Canyon in the far lane. He's posted a 7:25. So that's their bracket. They want to run below that, or exactly that. And Pat Fuchs has the win on that one, 91.81 miles an hour.
Some of the folks that have helped us out with sponsorship this year, our platinum sponsor again this year is Miller Auto Machine. David Miller has been Southern Manitoba's custom engine and hot rod supply leader for well over 40. So we've got number 12 lining up in the Dirksen trucking lane. 12 is Frank Fair from Altona. Number 39, the Mustang, is Gary Buer from Bagot. This race is the semi-finals for Class A. Car number 34 is Eldon Gerbrandt from Morden. Is Eldon, also Eldon. This is the Battle of the Eldons. Eldon Voth from Reinfeldt and his 94 Ford pickup. What are the chances? Eldon versus Eldon. The win goes to Eldon Gerbrandt. 8.6. 51, the Volvo wagon, is Henry Reimer from Plumas. 48 is Maury Peters. Maury's driving a 71 Plymouth Cuda. The win goes to Maury Peters.
All right, we're running a Class D final. Lacey J. Stefanis in the Dirksen trucking lane. Henry Hebert is running in the Triple E lane. And this is the final. All the marbles, all the money, all the joys of racing here this weekend. Lacey J. Stefanis and Henry Hebert. Identical reaction time, and Lacey J. Stefanis is our winner. 123.18 miles an hour. All right, we've got Eldon Gerbrand is coming up in the black Beaumont, and number 10 would be Benny Fair in that pickup. Fuchs.